So, I've been getting, still sick, sorry about that, all these questions and thoughts and people, what do you think about the lifter failure and the 7.3s? And this has happened. I had one guy literally go as far to say, I haven't even made it through the whole paragraph he wrote about why the 7.3 Godzilla is such a joke and how it gets worse fuel mileage than the V10, supposedly. I don't think that's true for a second. And he summed up his whole paragraph and how, it was like a small novel, summed it up and how Ford should be thoroughly embarrassed that they developed that engine. And then I got all these other guys saying, oh, the lifter failure is incredibly bad. It destroys the entire engine, this, that, and the other. Okay, so the lifter failure is happening. It's more common than you'd like it. It's not Duramax CP4 failure common though. Like, I've been around so far all the 7.3 Godzillas I've been around haven't had that problem. Every single, like, just in comparison, when we talk about major problems and consistency of issues and manufacturer defects, the Duramax, every single Duramax with CP4, and I mean every single one I've been around, has had the pump failure and needed the big old nasty repair bill, you know. So when and I've been doing a little homework on these videos and on the lifter failure and stuff like that. And James Mooney sent me a video this morning. I was just checking that out. And as far as lifter, so here's my thoughts on this, right? So we're having, it's obviously it's a manufacturer design defect. So it's not exciting to see that these issues are happening. Here's the good thing about it. Every single one I've seen is happening within warranty, right? So it's a manufacturing issue that's so in like the world of ECMs, there's this thing where we call with ECMs, you have, like, if you get a new ECM and it makes it past 200 hours on a machine, usually after that it hits the point of what we call infinite mortality, where it's going to last for I'm going to set this up here, where it's going to last for, you know, pretty much the rest of your service life, your regular service life on the machine. So you kind of see this with these lifters. So if your truck makes it to 40,000, 50,000, doesn't have a lifter issue, which the ones I've been around have made it without, I doubt you're going to have that issue later down the road. So one good thing, and it's I'm not saying the failure is good, it's bad. It's happening within warranty, right? The GM lifter failure in the LS engines with the cylinder deactivation happens almost every time outside of warranty, like right on the money. Warranty's up, you got a lifter hanging up. The other thing about this, and where the diesel guys are really going to have to be like, oh, they're having lifter failure. I haven't had to do a lifter set in that, but in the LS and stuff, it's a day project. It's not huge. You're not pulling a cab. Your parts bill isn't astronomical. Lifters in a cam is $500, and yeah, you've got your labor in there. But it's like, okay, we're having this problem with them, but one, if you're going to have the problem, I guarantee it's going to happen under warranty, so it's not going to cost you anything outside of pocket. And I'm sure that the engines now, because the engines that you've seen fail have been out for a year or so, I can't guarantee this, but I'd imagine they probably addressed that issue and we're getting away from it now. So I got all these GM guys and Dodge guys and just weirdos trying to smash up the 7.3 for stupid reasons, and it's like, well, in terms of failure, that's not bad. Every CP4 failure is outside of warranty. Every late common rail Dodge 5.9, the cylinder washes, the injector failure on those is outside of warranty. All your big major diesel stuff usually is outside of warranty, right? So, and it's like, gosh, the way I look at the 7.3s is the problems they're having they're manufacturer defects that happen under warranty. So in the grand scheme of having a problem, not a bad deal, because it's not going to cost the consumer anything out of pocket. But time will tell. We'll see what happens when we get these engines up in the high mileage and what have you. But the lifter failure is definitely not any sort of a position to not buy the engine for me. I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. Because, you know, truly, let's think about this. That's the only issue they're having, really, is that lifter problem, which isn't too bad. And it's under warranty. Parts are reasonable. If for some reason it happened outside of warranty, I can't imagine it's a $2,000 repair. Yeah, you know, it might be $2,000, $2,500. Let's say it takes 2 days, pull the heads off, head gaskets. But, you know, you're not pulling the engine, you're not pulling the cab, you're not doing anything crazy like that. That has to happen almost with every major repair on our diesels and whatnot. So that's my quick 2 cents on the lifter failure in the 7.3s. Yeah, it's an issue that they're having. In my opinion, it's not an issue to steer away from them at all, just because of the nature of the failure is a pretty best case scenario. So not too bad, but man, people are hot after that. And like that one guy, I'll have to go back and read what he was saying about how it was ridiculous. I just glanced on it the other day when we were headed out to get this lowboy and whatnot. But yeah, man, he is hot pissed about the 7.3 for some reason. But anyways, there's my quick little opinion about this failure. That, you know, it's just not. People are freaking out about it. It's like, golly, GM's had lifter failure outside of warranty for 10 years now, and the LS boys are still hot after those. And I like the LS. It's a good engine. That's why I like the 7.3. It's kind of really mirrors a lot of those similar qualities that really turn out to be pretty good. And when people are like, oh, lifter failure, the engine's done. It's like, well, not particularly. You can probably recover from that. And we've got oil filters and stuff, and I wouldn't be too worried to slap a cam and lifters back in it and send her back down the road. So anyways, there it is.